my goodness. I can't believe it's actually here. I can't believe it's actually here. What is up, everybody, and welcome into the Terror Lounge.
Did you say the Terror Lounge?
No, I did not. That's what you heard, but you need to cleanse your mind, Eric. I feel like you in particular need to cleanse your mind, be pure of heart and spirit.
You're not wrong. I've just led a life of grand disappointment. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, yeah. I know exactly what you mean. We're presented as always by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Use promo code DNVR whenever you sign up. Let me introduce the panel I have here, full of pit stains. It's Brendan Vogt.
Nope, they're dry. They're dry because we have a hand dryer, air dryer in the bathroom.
That's really what was going on just now.
Yeah, that's where I was.
So you guys want to know why we're late?
Well, there was more to it than that, but
over here, I've got my main man, D-Line.
You know what, guys? Hearing that happened made me
Uncomfortable, yeah.
uncomfortable
yeah.
and a little sweaty.
Yeah. Brendan sometimes thinks we're closer than we are.
Yeah.
You notice that?
That is true.
Thinks we're closer than we are. And guys, the guest of all guests, everybody's favorite, I shouldn't even say guest, co-host.
Oh, dude. Owner.
Oh, owner. And I would say the unofficial witch of the Denver Nuggets,
Yeah.
the good witch.
Yeah.
It is
I would say.
none other than Ariana Lenarsky. Ariana,
Hello,
it is so good to see you.
Oh, boy.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
We love the Jokic jersey. We love that you're
Thank
rocking
you.
not just the Jokic jersey, but like a fresh one. You know, this is this last year's jersey. So you're into it. I see it. It's the Jokic one. Was it a tough decision?
Well, I actually almost I wanted to get Monte Morris, but I think they only had like a kid's size.
Sounds right.
So,
Yeah, that makes a little bit of sense. Fill us in on your Ariana. You know, Nugget season came and went. There were highs, there were lows. Did you enjoy this past season? And what kind of stood out to you about this last year with the Nuggets?
I mean, sometimes I did. I think it was sometimes heartbreaking to watch. I mean, I think I felt the pain of Jamal being gone, I think, most of the time.
Yeah.
Like that injury echoed in my mind throughout the season.
Yeah.
But it was really incredible to see Jokic sort of just like taking everything on his shoulders and dragging that whole like experience forward.
He's dragging my mental state forward too. We talk about it all the time, but it really is. You're right that he just single-handedly was like, "I'm not going to let you guys be sad this year."
Yeah,
I was still pretty sad.
Yeah. So and I feel like I can't help. I'm sure a lot of Nuggets fans feel this way, but I like sometimes feel as though I maybe unhealthily parallel my life to whatever the Nuggets are doing.
Yeah,
So
right.
if they're up, I'm up, and if they're down, I'm down. So it's like kind of, I was having definitely some like mental breakdown.
yeah.
Like,
That's all we
am I
know.
crazy? Like, you know, is everything? I feel, you know, I'm a relatively new fan to the Nuggets.
Right.
I guess it's almost been 5 years now, which is like totally incredible
Yes.
to me.
Wow.
But,
That is crazy.
But I feel as though I've really stepped into the Nuggets mindset of the ups and downs and just like the terror and the more terror and everything.
You are minted as a Nuggets fan. The only thing you're missing is decades of absolute complete impotence.
Yeah. But I think
Hell yeah, let's go.
No, but I feel, I mean, I'm from Los Angeles and LA is such a winning city that I kind of like that I can infuse the psychotic, except for the Clippers or whatever, but I can kind of infuse my own like psychotic mentality of like, what? Of course we're going to win. Like that's kind of entitlement. I feel like Denver could use a little entitlement.
This is so true. I so agree with this. We do need a little bit of like, we're too low on ourselves all the time. We're too defeatist.
We do. We need a Nuggets entitlement mentor.
We
Like,
do. Is
a
that
guy.
Eric? Can you be that for us, Ariel?
Yeah,
can
we
you just
teach
like
us-
throughout the year? Can you just pump us up?
Teach us the ways of entitlement, please.
She said no. I like it. It's an honest answer. She's like, that's not me, guys.
Someone's
Like,
going to say the word smug it on this podcast.
no, we're not.
Oh,
No, we're
no.
not going to say the word. Real quick, have you been a Nuggets evangelist? 5 years. Are there any converts that you've kind of brought on?
Absolutely. I started dating someone new over the pandemic like 2 years ago, and he knew nothing about basketball. And now I think he's more of a Nuggets fan than I am.
Oh my gosh.
That's my biggest comment.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Great success story. I love this.
He has an Aaron Gordon jersey. So that's
Oh,
how deep.
Wait a minute. Are you dating Aaron Gordon?
This is a big reveal. Wow. Oh, this is good.
Imagine how bizarre that would be. That would be so bizarre.
If it never came up before. Like,
If it never came up, she's keeping a secret. Well, that's great.
I don't know who would be weirder in that.
It's a great line.
The best. All right. Actually, I wanted to ask you. You are on a task. I don't know if we talked about this last time, but you are on a mission of sorts to find Rabota. Do we have any updates on that mission? And we were talking a little bit beforehand. I kind of feel like, I'm not saying there's a curse, but I do feel like it would help the Nuggets if we could find her.
There's definitely not
a curse.
I won't comment on that as a professional witch.
Okay.
I feel like I shouldn't comment on either way without getting too deeply into it. But I am still trying to find Rabota. My friend Brian and I have been looking for her. We actually have a very good lead for once in our lives because we actually were able to hire a researcher to look more deeply into where she might be. And I think we may have found her. We may have found her, but we haven't moved forward with figuring out if that's true or not.
Oh my gosh. Well, we have to get this done. We have to do it. Don't you feel like we have to?
I know.
Dude.
We want to pitch it to people. Like, I was telling Adam that we're kind of just running into some of the legal stuff that happens when you do a documentary. So we really would like to find producers or somebody that can help us get through that morass. So if anybody knows anybody, please reach out to them.
Guys, help us find the witch. Everybody paying attention here. Help us. Lawyers, help us. Come to our defenses.
Yeah.
It sounds like it sounds like Salem or something.
Like
we're on a witch quest.
We're on a literal witch hunt. We're on a literal witch hunt right now.
Right.
I can't believe it.
Led by a witch.
There you go. Led by a witch. It's a very strange dynamic. Well, hopefully. Well, we got a lot to get into, so we're gonna jump right into this. If you're new to this show, we always pick up new viewers. But if you're new, every year for the last, I think is this our third or fourth go around? Might have been our fourth go around.
I think it's our third.
This is the third DNVR iteration.
Third DNVR, and then we had one before.
For stiffs.
We'll call it the third annual tarot card reading, where Ariana reveals, or I should say, the cards reveal through Ariana the fate of the Denver Nuggets, and it's weirdly accurate every single year. It kind of tells us something about it. And we're just going to kind of go player by player, person by person, and talk about them. Without further ado, can I introduce the first person?
Yes, please do.
Michael Malone.
Michael Malone.
What do we need to learn? What does he need to learn?
Oh God, we're just diving right in.
I'm going to give my little speech to everybody before we start that this is not set in stone. Anything I pull is not set in stone. Yes, as we've seen, sometimes it's really accurate. But you know what? We don't know what's going on. That's the most important thing we can do moving into this. And we just have to, for each person I'm going to ask, what does Michael Malone need to know right now?
Should we go through last year? What was it last year? Do you have it?
I do have a little. Should we call it fact checking? I'm revisiting. I've got last year's.
We got receipts on the cards.
So just for everyone's reminder, last year for Malone, we saw a reverse 9 of Wands, and Ariana, as you described it to us, too much fire, which was eerily on point.
Very, very accurate. Too much fire from Michael Malone. Yeah.
I totally remember that card. As soon as you said it, I was like, I totally remember what he got last year. So it'll be very interesting to see what he gets this year. Okay, let's see how this goes for Michael.
Oh boy,
our first
Michael
card.
Malone need to see? Ooh, very interesting. Okay, so he got the reversed 7 of Swords.
Okay.
I see this as Michael Malone needing to get out of his head when it comes to feeling kind of skeptical or defensive. Last year he had reversed 9 of Wands, right? That was more passionate, impulsive, feelings, kind of not really thinking. This is actually more of letting go of overthinking and also feeling like has to do it all by himself or something.
Ooh.
when this card's upright, it's sometimes about someone who's kind of dishonorably like sneaking away to do their own thing because they don't think anyone's going to be able to connect with them about stuff.
Brendan was clearing out his pits earlier.
Okay.
And so when it's reversed, it's like let go of all that stuff. Like stop pretending you're this like lone wolf on this journey all by yourself and start to communicate. He must communicate clearly this year.
I like that.
More so than anything else.
Clear communication. I do think that there's certain players, not many, but a few players he maybe hasn't gotten through to yet. This is the year. He's got to break through to those people. I like it.
And maybe that's about, communicate, listening, trust, maybe not white knuckling it so much, but just kind of, trust.
I like that.
It's not his temper this year. It's his
trust
mentality.
with Porter. Are you kidding?
I love it. I think we're off to a good start. That was a great start, Ariana. That was a great start. All right, next one we have Jeff Green.
Make or break.
Okay.
What does Jeff Green need to see? What does he need to know? Interesting. Okay, he got the reversed Six of Wands. Is he on the bench? Is he coming off the bench?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
I feel like sometimes when this is a very binary card. This is all about winning and losing. So when it's upright, it's almost like a loser. So it's sort of like he has to sort of be comfortable with. I mean, he already is pretty. He's not like obsessed with the spotlight by any means or anything like that. Like he is totally fine in this uncle role. But I think there might be, you know how we were just talking about like Denver has a lack of entitlement problem?
Yes.
Like I think he needs to, I just think he might need to shift his mentality to get out of being so obsessed with winning, like feeling like winning and losing, sort of. I don't.
Interesting one for the dunking uncle. Interesting one.
Uncle Nugget is plagued by his desire to win. This is not what I would
For
expected.
reference, last year Jeff had the 10 of Cups with the reverse marijuana thing going on. But that was, and you said
I used that deck.
he had some stuff to move on from if he's to be embraced. And embrace the team. And he did. He had to move on from Brooklyn KD to the Jokic Nuggets.
And you know what? He also stayed the first time in a decade that he stayed in one place.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something there.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to this a little bit because I want to meditate on this a little bit more too.
Oh, I like that.
I just feel like when this is reversed, it's a very self-sacrificing card, but it's kind of like martyrish. And is it
possible Jeff needs to step aside
for Zeke Nnaji?
Zeke Nnaji?
Oh, that's exactly what this means.
That might be it.
I seriously think that's what it means, to be honest.
Holy smokes.
Which I don't know if I'm
Nugget. Jeff steps aside for young buck piano man.
Wow. All right, we have a big one. I'm trying to mix big and little ones in here.
It's insane how much I tether myself to these. I'm like, oh boy, I don't know.
We have to take a breath and.
All right,
here it is.
Like we need to detach.
Oh God, what's the big one?
It's open-ended.
Aaron Gordon.
Oh,
big one for Aaron
Your
Gordon.
Your boyfriend, Aaron Gordon.
My boyfriend, Aaron Gordon. Weirdest rumor ever we could possibly start. What does Aaron Gordon need to know for this season? Okay, so he got the Chariot.
What?
The Chariot is about victory, actually. It's actually, it's the more emphatic version of this last card we saw that's about winning. This is really about intense victory, sort of like at all costs in some way. So to me, this is like, you really, Aaron, need to step into you as an adult. Like you need to really show off your healthy ego and like stay committed to your goals. Like it's a very focused, determined, linear type of card. That's kind of, it's about hard control in many ways. It's about like gripping onto it, not getting distracted, and just like doing what needs to be done. It's a very it's about responsibility. It's like take up your responsibility. And
the irony of him becoming more adult while living in the apartment from the movie Big is going to be.
Is he seriously doing that?
No, he lives in a warehouse that's a basketball court, And it's also that's and
Rather
his
than
bed
a
is right
house
next-
or an apartment, it's just a warehouse.
He lives.
It's very unique.
He lives. It's basically in the loft from the movie Big.
I gotta stop dating these losers.
So here, Ariana, I'm reading one of these, just descriptions. It says, behind the chariot flows a wide river, symbolic of the need to be in flow with the rhythm of life.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, that is so AG.
That's so AG, man. He's
in flow with the offense.
And
oh
this
my god,
commitment focus thing, like that Wiggins-esque lesson he learned in the playoffs. Are you ready to be that guy? Because it's not about those Orlando Star days.
dude. Yes,
Yeah.
I love this. Perfect.
That's the first intense card that we've gotten to. Like, this is a major. The intense cards are the major arcana, so it's like the first one that's like, pay attention to this one. It's like that.
So for reference, you scared us a little bit with this one last year. AG got the reverse King of Swords.
I know, it scared me all year. Actually.
You interpreted it, like maybe it's not going to click. You said if it was a relationship advice, you might say, let's get out of this relationship. Thankfully, thus far, it seems like it's clicking.
That was kind of last year, though, a little bit. Like, he was foisted into a role that it was not necessarily meant for him.
Something to that.
I was worried, though.
Me too.
Thank God Taro's not real.
That's right. Well, hang on. Kale, cut that part out. Cut that part out. Kale.
Let's take a quick break here. We got to pay some bills. We need a break. Let's catch a breather. Everyone grab a drink of water, and we're going to hit these ads.
You know what is real? The money you can win with DraftKings Sportsbook.
Oh,
America's
yeah.
top-rated sportsbook, because the NFL, a real football league, is an official sports betting partner with DraftKings Sportsbook. We're talking touchdowns, big plays, even bigger wins. New customers can bet just $5 on any NFL team to win. They get $200 in free bets if they do. In addition to the usual bets, everyone can boost their winnings with DraftKings stepped-up same-game parlays. The more legs you add, the more you can win. Do yourself a favor. Download that DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use promo code DNVR to get $200 in free bets if your team wins when you place a $5 bet on any football game. That's code DNVR. It's only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. Go ahead and see those show notes for details. Game Time is...
I love Game Time.
Game Time is a sweet new way to get your butts in the seats of local events, but not just seats, great seats.
$22 for the opening night. Opening night, Jamal Murray's return.
Game Time is the hottest new ticketing site that makes it easier than ever to score the best deals on tickets to sports, concerts, shows. You ever thinking about pulling up last second, coming through last second? I do this a lot with baseball games. You drive past the stadium, you go, what are the prices on that today? With Game Time, you're going to find seats. You're going to find the right prices. And if you love DNVR, you'll love Game Time. The best way to support us is by buying your tickets through the link in the description. Join over 15 million people who have downloaded the Game Time app and score the best seats to your favorite events.
One of the underrated things about Taro, Ariana, I remember last year you had a special deck. Did you have is this a specialty deck? Is it the same one from last year? Do you remember?
This is the regular rider weight deck.
Okay.
I remember it being kind of confusing last year, and I was like, I have that deck.
Yeah, you had
a
plant and herb based.
It's actually within arm's reach. But I remember thinking, I was like, that was kind of confusing. I think it was.
Yeah,
well,
I think
a lot of layers.
I remember that too. I love the artwork on these though. They're so so many interesting things to look at.
Yeah. They're so evocative. My favorite tarot teacher says that tarot is just pictures, and you really don't need to know anything about tarot to read a tarot card. It's really interpretable.
I guess we got it from here then, right?
Yeah, we'll take care of it. Thanks, Ariana.
All right, our next one, Davon Reed. Got a couple little ones here before some big ones.
All right.
Davon Reed, who I'm not that familiar with. I don't really know what he's like.
None of us do.
You know?
Yeah,
we don't really either.
What does Davon Reed need to know? Interesting. The Hermit.
Oh, God.
I think the Hermit is a card that usually signifies that you need a teacher of some kind. It's usually a card you see when you're seeking a bit more and trying to go deeper within yourself. And since it's a major arcana, it's him sort of just similar to maybe what we've seen with some of the younger players in the past couple of years, he might just still be seeking something, like trying to figure out who he is, or maybe even me just saying that right. I mean, I hope I'm not projecting, just me not knowing him.
Sure.
But there's this sort of sense with the Hermit that you sort of leave what you thought was important externally behind and go within, go a little deeper within to try to hear your own inner voice, make your own choices, usually with a guide of some kind. So I think if he can connect to another player that he, maybe Jokic, or just have a kind of mentor.
Probably not.
This year.
Seems far-fetched.
No, well, I like this one too. I'm reading it. It says the lamp lights the way, but it only illuminates his next steps, meaning he can't see the entire journey. Step by step.
He has to take it step by step.
I mean, that's where he's at in his career.
I was gonna say maybe Davon. He's not here for a long time, but hopefully he's here for a good time.
That's right. That's right. But in his journey to a permanent role in someone's rotation, he's step by step here in Denver.
Yeah.
Step by step.
This card actually makes me think. My first car I ever owned, $200. A 1982 Dodge Rampage, a little like miniature El Camino, and it had a camper on the back, a little camper thing. We called it the Hermit. That was the nickname of the car. Coolest car of all time, man.
Oh, that is a hermit-looking car.
It looks like the car that like a hermit would live in the woods. That's what it looked like, man.
That's
it was
what I
cool.
was
All right, awesome. Davon Reed, the Hermit. I gotta admit, that's my favorite name we've ever had. I think the Hermit. That's such a cool name.
It's worth $7,000 now.
Gosh, dang it, man! I should have kept that thing.
Held on to it.
All right, Christian Brown. What do we need to learn for Christian Brown?
Oh my God, I'm so curious about this.
Oh, please pull the haircut card.
The barber.
Hey, it's the... No, I can't make that joke.
Christian Brown, the Kansas kitten. What does he need
The
to
Kansas
see?
Kitten.
The Kansas... Did you just say that into a microphone?
Did you just make up a new nickname that we love?
I love it.
The Kansas Kitten.
What does he need to see? Oh, the Four of Swords. Okay, so this is sort of an interesting card. So we talk a lot about him being a dog and like all this kind. He's very. I don't know. I'm a little scared of him. Like he's very.
He's intense. He can be intense.
Dude. And so this gives this is a card of preparation. The Four of Swords is what you do when you kind of quietly prepare for the future.
Yes.
You take a rest. You very much meditate. It's actually a little similar to the Hermit. It's like you kind of like remove yourself from the outside world and sort of like take a second to like really get mentally prepared for this next phase that you're going to move into, because there's going to be a lot of energy. So he needs to be well rested for this season. That's what his rest is really, 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 really important.
I would say maybe it means he needs to calm himself.
Well, he needs to focus. He needs to like get exactly.
Yeah.
He's too nervous.
He's way too nervous. He's not ready.
He needs to be calm.
Yeah,
He needs
you
to be
can
calm.
practically see the monkey on his back right now.
Yeah, I like this one. This one seems the most fitting of all of them so far. Like, hey, breathe.
It's literally sort of like supposed to be in this mausoleum that's like, shh. Like,
Quiet the mind.
This is the description again. I'm just reading online. If you've been going through tough times recently,
From the 3-point line.
the Four of Swords comes as a sign to take a step back, regain perspective, take a day off work,
Take a day off.
take a day off. Try to relax a little bit. I like it, Ariana. The perfect card, I think.
No one pulls cards better than you, Ariana. This is perfect.
You are the only person I've tried, but I do think you're the best.
All right, the next one we have is P-Watt, Peyton Watson. P-Watt.
You up, baby?
Another person I'm not that familiar with. Is he a rookie?
He's a rookie,
He's
yep.
a rookie, yep.
Okay. All right. What does the rookie mean now? Ooh, interesting. 4 Wands. I love this card.
The 4 of Wands.
Welcome, Peyton. He needs to believe that he's free. Like he needs to feel liberated. He needs to feel free to be himself in a way that's like he needs to trust. It's a little different from Michael Malone's. Michael Malone's is more like he needs to trust that he can communicate with people. For him, it's more like trust that you're here, trust that you've made it.
This is so good.
You need to kind of celebrate a little bit,
celebrate
and experience joy, and like, this is often the card that you see at like birthdays and stuff like that. It's this a temporary celebration mark a permanent change.
All right, well, a little context for you, Ariana. We're talking about a big-time high school prospect that had a real, I guess you could say, disaster of a time in college. And so there's a big reset here now as he's gone from hyped prospect to humbled really quick to back in the NBA. And so when you say this sort of, freedom thing, trust that you're here, it's pretty fitting for Peyton.
No, it's not pretty fitting. It's dead on.
This is it's good.
It's a really warm welcome for him. He needs to believe and embrace that really warm welcome.
I like it.
I love that.
4 of Wands, writing it down, filing it away. All right, you guys ready for a little bit of a big one here?
Oh boy, how big?
Bones Hyland.
Oh, that's big.
Bones Hyland. This is a big one here.
Holy smokes. I'm not ready for this.
This is a big one. This is the
thought
first
I
one I'm
was
nervous
ready.
for.
Okay.
Be something great. Be something great.
What does Bones need to see for this coming season? Bones, what do you need to see? We're just asking what he needs to see. Oh, you got a great card. You got the Page of Wands. I love
The
it.
Page of Wands. All right.
So sweet. So the Page of Wands is the fountain of youth. The Page of Wands
dear.
is
Oh, wow.
a very young leader. It's actually the it's
The
a
young leader.
Get out.
Mr.
Nugget!
Get out of here.
He's very Wands is about excitement. It's like the spark of life.
Oh my God.
Oh,
It's
come
kind of
on.
like pages are childlike energy. They have no baggage at all. They're really just like, this is again very much a freedom card. So this page delivers a message that says, be bold, like take the risks.
Come on, dude.
Step forward, like give 100%.
You set
like,
this
you
one
can do
aside.
it.
I don't believe you.
I'm telling you, look it up. Look, Adam will fact check it right there.
No, it's perfect. Yeah, you're cooking. Okay. I like this one. The words associated with it are inspiration, ideas, discovery, limitless potential,
Oh my God.
and free spirit.
Are you kidding? How are these dead on every year?
People are asking what Bones got last year, and I
what did he
know
get last year?
Bones got 6 of Wands, which you declared the card of victory.
You know what?
yeah.
Accurate. He had a victorious season, I would say.
Yeah, he was a great season. He made it onto the all rookie team. Victory.
All Ricky Bones hashtag.
I love this. You have a gift for dreaming up new creative ideas, unfettered by the burdens of everyday life. That is Bones.
That is
Always
Bones.
got new ideas. I like it. That's a perfect card. I'm relaxed now about Bones. Very relaxed.
I'm kinda
very
relaxed
excited.
about life right now.
Yeah, me too.
Everything else is just going to work itself out, I feel like.
What a great season. I'm excited for this one. All right, give us DeAndre Jordan. Let's have a fun one.
DeAndre Jordan, yeah. What is he gonna get? I have no clue. I don't know how I feel about it.
He got
Let
the
us find out together.
Okay. DeAndre Jordan, what do you need to see?
This is an interesting one.
This is hilarious. Temperance. Chill out, dude. Temperance.
There's a card called the Temperance or just Temperance?
Temperance.
Okay.
So this is
It's
the
like an
card of
angel.
right action. It's a card of finding the right mix, finding balance, figuring out how much
Your role.
not taking too much pointless movement. It's the card that tells you, sometimes for you to do the right thing, you might not need to do much at all. Like there's sort of this sense
Hang
of
out in the
like,
paint, dude.
Come on, dude.
I like this. That sometimes to do the right thing is to not do anything and be on the bench. Or
That's kind of what I feel like it is.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I love this. It does say moderation. Yeah,
It's
like
about taking it, chill out, dude. Like that. It's like
All
the
right.
most like
Taking her
take
easy.
it easy.
Take
Wow,
it
the-
easy.
I like.
And you know what? I also want to say it just means like don't just act for the sake of acting. Like
Oh my
make
God.
your
Don't do
actions
too
count.
much.
Make your actions count.
You know what? I kind of feel like it's an angel, right? The card itself is an angel that's kind of
Yeah.
coming to deliver a piece. Maybe he is this angel. Maybe DeAndre's role this year is to bring like
What?
I'm being serious about this. We've seen him you haven't been at these. He shows up at everything and it's just like, hey guys, like let's have fun. He just bring in the fun and lightheartedness. Maybe he's the deliverer of this peace and this balance.
Yeah, it's
angel.
really the middle. It's the middle
He's kind of an
road.
angel.
It's really a centered. He is kind of like
that.
right down the middle. Like you know what I mean? So
All right. I like
Perfect.
this one. I think it makes sense. I feel like you guys are going to like DeAndre. I'm telling you guys,
Oh,
too
listen,
much negative
listen.
Nancy with DeAndre. He's fun, man.
No, he is fun. Yeah, he's a great. Everyone knows he's clearly the best.
I
hand
did-
in the
I
league.
mean-
Every team needs a DeAndre, and the Nuggets have never really had one.
I just hope the Nuggets know why they needed DeAndre. That's all I'm saying.
Let's hope for the best
A
then.
little ad break, or are we?
Let's keep going here. KCP. Man, I love getting
A
cards I've
starter.
never heard before.
It's a starter. Every starter is a big one. Oh boy.
KCP, I don't know how I feel about him either. Okay, let's try.
Let's find out. Oh boy.
What does KCP need to see? Interesting. Okay, he got the reverse 7 of Cups. So this means he needs, when this card's upright, it's analysis paralysis. Like, you can't make the choice. You're not sure what to do.
Ooh.
Too many options floating before you.
Oh, don't like
And when
that.
it's reversed, it's like, all right, guy, come down out of the clouds. Like, get more grounded. Stop with the fantasies. Like, it has to, this is like, get grounded. Like, and usually when it's,
Don't take so many shots.
When it's reversed, he's already like on his way to doing that. If it was upright, I'd be probably a little more nervous. He wouldn't be as aware. But this is almost like the reverse Seven of Cups sometimes feels like Sunday night when you're like kind of getting ready for the week ahead. And you're just sort of like coming down from where you've been. So
This one's confusing. Eric, do you have a read?
So yes, he is needing to understand his role in the offense. Like, he needs to make sure that he's not doing too much, that he doesn't have these delusions of being the player that he was in Los Angeles, the player that he was in Washington. He needs to make sure that he understands the way that this Nuggets offense flows and how he fits into it.
I like this one too. It says to reduce your options and focus on what's important to you.
3-and-D, baby.
3-and-D, just
And
too
I'll take
often.
this further. I think he should channel his Lakers self in that he played a very specific role. I know Wizards fans were not thrilled with, what do we like to call it here, KCP exploring his game, broadening his horizons. So maybe just returning down to that role.
Okay, all right.
he needs to not explore his game. He needs to be focused. He needs to make
Shake
a
the
choice.
Wizards happen.
It's
Yeah.
like the card of make your choices. Like that's what that's
Do you have favorite cards? Do you have cards that are like your favorite
do.
ones? Yeah.
I do, yeah.
What are they? Can you willing to
Well, wait,
share?
let's just wait. Like, if you pull one,
I'll let
get
you know.
excited. Yeah, let's
I
talk
mean,
after.
obviously the death card. That's obviously
You're so evil. All right, I like it so far. My favorite is the Hermit.
That makes sense.
That's my favorite one. Bruce Brown.
Oh boy,
Hey, now.
big addition, big off-season addition. Bruce
Bruce
Brown.
Brown.
Bruce Brown.
What does Bruce Brown need to see? The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of feeling a little bit blocked. So has this figure who is sitting on this bench. She's blindfolded. She has her big swords out in front of her. It's kind of a foreboding card. It's like
We've had
it's
this
like
one
it's
before.
like nothing gets in and nothing gets out. It's very like not letting things flow. And sometimes it comes from a lot of these swords cards are like this. It comes from not really trusting the people around you, and you don't feel safe. You don't want to communicate with them. Sometimes it's a good idea. Sometimes you have to like sit and meditate and like think about what you believe and go off of what you think, but you can't really sit this way for very long. It kind of like blocks off your heart. It keeps you from connecting to other people. So if he does feel this way, that's fine for a little while, but he is eventually going to have to like lower his weapons and open up to being more part of the team.
Oh boy,
I would say.
I'm nervous about the bench unit now. DeAndre Jordan's doing too much. Bruce Brown doesn't feel connected.
Doesn't feel good in his role. Remember last year with the bench got all bad cards, and then Facu had the one that was like opposite. Everybody was a reverse, and
I
Facu was
remember.
upright or something. It kind of turned out to be. We're like, oh god, that's what it means. All right, this is it. We have to listen to the cards here.
Oh,
We have to
the
listen to the
bench unit.
cards.
I'm nervous now.
Don't be nervous.
Daniel Walter says, "Damn,
Come on.
talking about the bench for the
Guys.
next few."
We're gonna be talking about it for the next few months. All right. Do you have anything else on this one, the Two of Swords or Bruce Brown?
Just that, it's hard to make people open up. So he just needs to. You can't force someone to open up.
Yeah.
I hope that he recognizes that he needs to get a little looser and sort of like connect more to the team. It's not like a permanent card.
Right.
is what I
Right.
think.
All right. Last one before the break. We're gonna do Vlatko Cancar, aka Chucky,
Or Chalky.
or Chucky, aka Chucky.
What does Chucky need to see? I miss him. What's going on with Vlatko?
He got the barber. Get that mustache out of here.
I kind of like the mustache.
He
pretty
looks
bad,
so
though.
bad. It is bad.
I got a sad card for Vlatko.
Oh no! What is it?
I got a disappointment card for Vlatko.
It's called
I
disappointment?
feel like this is the sort of disappointment card. It's the card when you kind of don't get what it is that you want. You have to sort of like be comfortable with that.
No
I'm sorry.
PT for Chucky.
That's what I got.
No PT for Chucky.
It's literally called the disappointment card.
It's the card of feeling like things didn't quite go the way you wanted them to go, and you feel sad about it. It's the emotion of that you have when you're like kind of grieving through something, when you're feeling emotional, you're feeling sorrow.
Oh man, poor Chucky.
But a lot of times it's about just getting used to the old adage of like when one door closes, another door opens. He's really sad about these 3 cups.
Are we gonna trade Vlatko?
But there's no. I don't think this is a trade card. I think this is more him not giving himself a hard time about how maybe he wished things would have gone. And like, no, there's 2 cups still standing here. And whenever he's ready, he's going to be able to turn around. And cups are about love and emotion and connection and all that kind of stuff. So he's still kind of grieving past disappointments. But whenever he's ready, he'll be able to turn around and like connect again and like kind of move forward.
Is it anything specific to losing to Poland?
Yeah, that's Ravon. The Ravon just
I
said
think
that.
so.
I think maybe that's it. Maybe it's moved.
Yeah, it's loss.
It's the Slovenia.
You know what I mean?
It's the loss at
This
Eurobasket.
is the loss more than the disappointment card. It's the loss.
Okay,
card.
all right.
He's literally experiencing loss right now.
But when
Okay.
he's ready,
How I-
he's going to turn around and see a championship
Yeah,
opportunity.
like wait a
in front of
minute.
him.
Yeah.
So the door to Eurobasket Gold closed, and it opened a window to an NBA championship coming from Vlatko Cancar. Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, he needs to turn around and see there's other cups. There's other cups to win.
Okay, all right.
How do you feel it's going so far, Ariana?
I feel pretty good. Like once we got Bones, I felt good. Like
Okay.
I was like, at least there was a good one for Bones, so I'll be able to be okay.
Yeah,
with whatever
yeah. Bones was good. Bones was good.
All right, guys, we have 3 left.
Oh, shut up, dude.
We have 3 left,
God.
and they're all on max contracts. And then we also have to do one for the fan base. We did it last year. That's where we got the 9 of Wands, a card
right.
I'll never forget for the rest of my life.
And for the team itself.
And for the team itself. So we have the big ones on the other side of our break. Let's all sit tight. Let's all take deep breaths. Let's all put good vibes in our heart.
We should commission a Renaissance painter to paint us with the 9 of Wands bandage on our heads.
So
That'd be
true.
Hey, football season is back, and Mile High is ready to see what this new look Broncos team has in store. Mixed bag of results so far, but you know that Breck Brew has you covered with the hometown craft beer of the Denver Broncos. It's the Broncos Country Pale Ale. Show off that colorful Colorado legacy with the Orange Crush logo and 100% Colorado ingredients. This will be your go-to for football season. Check out the beer locator at www.breckbrew.com to find a Broncos Country Pale Ale near you. It's even easier to just Google Breck Brew beer locator. It's a real neat tool. You tell it where you live, you tell it what kind of beer you want, and it tells you where to go. Nice and simple. That's how we like it. Don't forget Breckenridge Brewery. They're our friends. They're the official beer of DNVR, and one of the best ways to help us out is by helping out our friends and our partners.
I could use a beer right now. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, beer sounds good right now.
I'm a bucket of nerves, man.
These next
I am so
ones, man.
nervous.
These next ones. I'm only
Are we
nervous
sure
for these
we wanna
3.
do this?
Yeah, we're sure.
You
know what?
What if I do them privately and then reveal them at the end of the
Perfect.
Yeah, actually, I like that. Let's
Before
do
we
it.
get to that, though, guys, as you know, we're becoming a golf company here more and more every day, and in all these different kinds of ways. Pins and Aces is the official golf apparel partner of DNVR. We love our Pins and Aces gear and get tons of compliments on and off the course. And by we, I mean Spencer. They are family-owned golf and apparel business based right here in Colorado. They make amazing polos, hats, golf bags, and even beer sleeves. Tight. It's an innovative product that will allow you to store 7 beers right inside your golf bag, because priorities are what's important, and that's why you go and play golf. To drink 7 beers. Check out pinsandaces.com and use code DNVR, that's us, to receive 15% off your first order and get free shipping. That's pinsandaces.com. Use code DNVR.
All right. We're back. Eric, which one should we do first of the big 3?
Let's start with, let's go Small to big. Small meaning the less amount of time here, the least tenured. MPJ.
All right, we're gonna start with Michael Porter Jr.,
Here we go.
aka MPJ.
I'm gonna do fast. We're gonna do fast. What
No.
do you see?
No, draw it out.
This one, I've been waiting all week for this one.
Oh my god! I swear to God, if we get a tower.
Oh no!
I'm just so grateful for everything unfolding just as it needs to be.
Yes.
I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much. All the basketball gods are on our side. What does MPJ need to see Michael Porter Jr. this
Sweaty
upcoming
again.
Nuggets season? Shit.
No! What did we get? This looks all right. Some swords, a heart. What am I doing with here?
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, this looks all right. Talk to us.
Does this look okay to you?
This is what is it? The Five of Swords?
Is this the card of the
it's
fan?
Actually, this is a pretty, obviously, it's a heart being stabbed with 3 swords. So, well, Stormbridge in the background. It's not the most cheerful card we've ever seen in our lives.
Okay.
What I think of this card really, though, as is swords always represents the mind.
Okay.
So even though this is like a heart, right? So it seems as though it might be like more emotional. It's a card that's about painful stories that you tell yourself. So it's kind of like, oh, the truth hurts. So I still think that there's something that
Wind.
maybe he needs to understand or
Okay.
sort of like
Okay.
accept about himself.
Okay.
Sorry, Harrison, I'm so sorry.
She's
I
trying.
feel
She's
really
trying
bad.
so hard to like shine this one.
No,
for
this
us.
is what he needs to
No,
hear.
come on.
This is
I
what he
love
needs
it.
to hear, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to, if I was showing Michael Porter Jr. this right now, I would say, look, like, you've got to get your story straight about yourself. Like, I don't
Okay.
know what I don't know what it has to take, but you really have to, let go of anything that, is keeping you from being who you really are. Like, and sometimes you have to accept painful truths in that regard.
Okay.
I don't know and it is all mental, you know what I mean? It's not really about like, get more physical or like blah, 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 blah. It's sort of like, and I can pull a clarifying card if you'd like me to pull one.
I mean, I'm in your realm now. This is,
we
we're
did a clarifying card last year with Yoke. We did do one.
Did you?
yeah.
Or did we?
You.
Well, I'm curious. So I'm just going to peek ahead and see if there's anything else I need to know. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay. I like this. So it's clarifying with the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is about making your vow. It's a figure of someone who is still trying to decide how to move forward in their personal power as best they can.
Okay.
All right.
Which I actually really like that. I like that as
Okay.
a clarifying card to this. Because to me, it just sort of doubles down on what I'm saying of like, with this Two of Wands, there's 2 wands, right? One is attached to the wall here, and one is free. It's like the new adventure. So he needs to throw out the old map. He can't look behind to see where he's going. He's in a new
He can't look
arena.
at his back.
And the more he obsesses about the past and what could have been and where he could, all this kind of stuff, get caught up in, it's really about leaving the past behind for me. That's how I
You know what we need?
that.
You guys know what we need? New mic.
Mike 2.0.
We need
We
new
do.
mic.
It's Mike 2.0.
We need new mic. I mean, look, the old mic has
I
gotten
agree.
to this point, but it's time for new mic.
Yeah, new
I
mic.
really
New
feel that
mic
way.
is coming here. It's gonna be painful.
Is
it's
there-
gonna
is
be
there
a little. It's
something-
emotional.
Is there something to new Mike being this guy who sat up there, didn't want to field any more questions about his injury?
Yeah.
He's done with it.
He's done with it. It's in the past.
And he doesn't want training wheels on it. He's ready to play basketball.
Man, new
Yeah, is there
mic.
any chance that
Yeah.
all of this is about
Wind.
his platinum blonde hair that he went with earlier? That he's already moved past?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
Okay.
Leave the pass behind and just run to the corner?
Just get in the corner, Mike.
I really like what someone said. He needs to let go of the hooper and become a player. That feels
And become a
Ooh.
basketball player.
Hey
Yes.
guys, you know what?
Oh,
new mic.
accurate.
I am all in
Dude.
on new mic.
Okay.
I am
new
so
Mike,
in on new Mike.
The only thing is we have to get to new Mike.
Honey, wake up. New mic just dropped. Comment section's on fire.
Comment section's on fire. Let's go. Wake up, new
Mike
Mike.
2.0.
New Mike. I am
Yeah,
so
new Mike.
ready for new Mike.
Yeah, new mic.
All right.
I can get down.
You know
with
what?
the new Mike.
That started with a real low, but I feel like we
anytime
course
Ariana
corrected.
pulls a card and goes, "Oh God damn!"
Was it 2 years ago that Mike had the tower?
Yeah. Ooh, that was a rough. That was a rough day.
Last year, Mike had Page of Swords, energy, passion, and enthusiasm. Didn't really manifest.
Maybe all the cards are wrong, and he'll have no pain and suffering this year. It'll only be joy. With Mike, they're always opposite.
Mike 2.0.
All right.
New Mike.
Jamal Murray.
Oh God. All
Oh my
right.
gosh. All right, here we go. Jamal Murray.
My hands are so
Buddy, what do you need to see to come back, to rejoin us, and to just be yourself again? What's going on for you, Jamal? What do you need to see, Jamal? Ooh, interesting. I really like this a lot for him. This is reverse 8 of Pentacles. It means do not work too hard. I really like that for him. When this is upright, it's very much like just do it, like buckle down, workaholic, stick with it, like step after step, don't look up for even 1 second. With the reverse, it's like do not overwork yourself, period. And that feels extremely accurate to me.
Yeah.
Just feels like, look, everyone loves you. You don't have to. A lot of times this player works so hard because there's this little path that leads back to his village. He feels as though he works for his community, and that's why he can't stop working.
Unreal.
He feels
Path to
this work
Kitchener.
makes him connect to his community. So when it's reversed, it's like, please,
Take your time back to us.
Trust, just trust that we love you. You'll be part of our community no matter what. Please don't overwork. So I think I love that for him.
Can we pull that for me?
Someone just made the same joke in the comments.
I like this interpretation. The 8 of Pentacles reversed may indicate that you are focused on creating perfection, but to your own detriment. You're maybe so focused on the tiny details that you lose sight of the bigger picture. This sounds like a thing that could, in a guy trying to come back.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. I need to get perfect. It's like, no.
Need to be 100%.
You don't need to be perfect. You
Yes.
don't need to be 100%.
Right, just-
Understand that you have to deal with whatever it is you have, whatever percentage you're given.
This is great.
Yes.
We're 1 for 2 on the big 3.
Gonna start saying I really like the reverse 8 of Pentacles for you in regular conversation. Chat's on
I'm
fire.
kind of encouraged by this one.
Me
this
too.
one-
Me too.
Yeah.
I like that it is
It made me feel good.
a guy that's like working on his pentacles. You see there? He's like hammering them through.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
It actually reminds me, if you look at the Kale, can you pull up? Do you have these up? If you pull up the 8 of Pentacles as a card, it reminds me of the Free Darko illustration of Kobe making the ship inside of a bottle and they're all broken. Do you guys remember this?
No.
How does nobody catch this great reference? One of the great pieces of pop art in history. Anyway, it reminds me of that. And Jamal has a lot of that Kobe in him where it's like he's working on the... If you ever watch him work out, the details are so like... He's such a details guy. All right. Anything else we should know about this one? I mean, it's a big one. Did we lose Ariana? Oh, there she is.
Can you hear me?
Yep, to you.
Anything that we should know? What did we get for him last year? It was kind of like a strange card, right? Was it like reversed Emperor?
It was... No, it was strange. It was 6 of Cups. Loving, sweet, feeling loved and secure in his environment.
Interesting.
To be fair, it could have been accurate.
That's what I mean. He was just, maybe the trainers made him feel that way when he was rehabbing.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. All
I
right.
mean, he did. I mean, it was kind of like he had to do for the love of the game. There was like nothing. Nothing else we could get.
Oh God.
All right. All right.
Oh,
Nikola
God.
Jokic,
Oh,
the
God.
2-time MVP.
Oh God.
Please don't pull the he's grouchy card.
Yeah. If you
Please.
pull if you pull a bad card, just disconnect from the show,
Okay.
please.
I'll just turn off. Okay. We
Pretend
can
it's the
handle
internet.
it. That's something.
We can't handle it.
Also, yeah, we have 2 more cards. We have Jokic, and then we have for all of us.
Yeah, for all of us.
Oh God.
We can handle it. So here we go. Nikola Jokic. What does Nikola need to see for this season, this crazy Nugget season that we're heading into? So exciting. Nikola Jokic, what do you need to see? Ooh, okay, I like it. This is very interesting. Reversed hanged man. So this is about this is about coming down. This is going to sound hilarious. This is about coming down off the cross. It's like
he has been our savior. He's been our savior for 2 years.
Oh my God!
He can't be the savior anymore. It's time to come down off the cross.
Oh my
It is
God.
not on your back anymore.
Wow.
And a lot of times when the hanged man is upright, it's about acceptance, surrender. There's nothing. It's just like what we were talking about. There's like nothing I can do. I have to get a new perspective. I have to just deal with. I can't do anything. I'm hanged. So there's nothing I can do. So when it's reversed, it's coming down from there. Okay, you've had your moment of acceptance. You have your moment of surrender. It's time to get down and get back into the game. I like it.
You loving it?
I mean, it's handcrafted.
Give us Savior got down off the cross. And
Come down off the cross.
Just needs to come back and be reborn into our lives again.
Yeah,
You like it?
I love it. Are you kidding? It's perfect.
He paid for our sins last year for sure.
Can I tell you I just peeked ahead at the next card?
Oh no, save it. Okay.
Well, I wanted to clarify because I was like, well, what else? I want to know more about Jokic. And it got judgment. And that's also really good. That's like, hear your call. Like the path. Actually, it's so strange. You just said, when you said rebirth, this is literally the rebirth card. It's Gabriel blowing the horn and everyone's rising from the dead to be reborn. I'm
going to place a second title bet right now.
So wait, this is for Yoke. We got a second card, a clarification one for Yoke.
Yeah, because I was like, I want to know more. I was being kind of greedy. I wanted to know more.
Okay. So, let's be greedy.
But it's like, it's these are. I always feel like the deck really knows. These are two major Arcana cards. These are not small cards. They are the big cards. And
the deck knows exactly. They tell us exactly what's going to happen every year.
This is a huge card. I always feel like with Judgment, it's like, listen, like the old you, and the old self, all the old things, they've died. They've already died. Like all you have to do is acknowledge that the path for you is clear. It's like the path is laying before you. Like all you have to do is start walking it. That's where you're going.
The title path is clear.
Answer the call.
I love the description. If you read the description of Judgment, it's actually fantastic. It's the most spiritual of them all. It says, the Judgment card is calling you to rise up and embrace a higher level of consciousness for the service of your highest good.
Oh my
This is Jokic being ascended to his highest calling this season?
This to me tells me he's not going to win the MVP, though.
Of course, that's not his highest calling. The MVP is not his highest calling.
No MVP bets this year.
Okay.
But that sounds like
I would agree with that.
That sounds like a title, my guys.
Oh my God. You are experiencing a spiritual awakening and realizing that you are destined for so much more. This is your cosmic leveling up.
Oh my God.
All right, if you guys need me, I'll be smashing my head through a brick wall out back.
This is great, baby. I love it. All of these descriptions are great. Wow. You have to feel good about this one.
I am so glad that we got through that. I was nervous as hell. This was by far the most nervous I've been.
Now, here is an interesting thing, Ariana. Correct me if I'm wrong. It does say, let go of your old self and step into the newest version of who you really are. So maybe it's new Yoke.
Old self,
MVP. What is the old self?
The MVP of the league. New self, MVP of the finals.
Carrying it all. Being the martyr.
I like it. So he's coming down from the burden of carrying everything, but carrying up from, it's still an ascension. Even though he's doing less, he's bringing more.
It's like he too needs to rise. Like he actually isn't Jesus. You know what I mean? Like he's a human being.
Well,
like he's just.
Now you've got too far.
A little slanderous there. A little slanderous.
He's not Jesus yet. I agree. Right.
Oh man.
So, someone said Joker's enlightenment. I think that's really true. It's just sort of like, it's cutting the wheat from the chaff and making the choice and feeling rejuvenated. Like he's allowed to feel rejuvenated.
Oh,
listen to this, guys. The description of this one is the most run through a wall. Judgment pops up in a tarot reading when you are close to reaching a significant stage in your journey.
Oh boy.
You have reviewed and evaluated your past experiences and have learned from them. I love this. Enlightened Yoke. We're here. All the pieces of your life are finally coming together to form one unified picture of your life story.
Horseman, MVP,
Father.
basketball Jesus, father. All, and it comes to an apex, NBA champion. Let's go. I love it.
And he doesn't have to want to do this, but he does have to do this.
The judgment card suggests that you may find comfort in sharing your struggle with others within a group environment.
That's incredible. Jamal Murray and Jokic. Oh,
I like it. This is the best card I think we've ever pulled. This is
the reverse emperor was the.
You like that one?
Yes.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And I will say there's a card that is the Joker in tarot. That's the Fool, and I'm so surprised that I don't know. I hope that we pull it someday for Jokic.
All right, we do have one last one, Ariana, and it's what do we all have to learn? The Nuggets fan base.
Oh God, I don't.
What do we all, as Nuggets fans, just need to
Time
see?
to take our medicine here.
This is for us. This is for all of us. What do we need to see this coming year?
Oh boy. Which behaviors of mine do I need to change?
The reversed devil.
Whoa, wow, sounds bad. Okay.
So,
No, that's
the
an angel.
The reverse devil says, you know how you were talking about all the years you've spent having heartbreak and like losing and all, you know what I mean? It's almost created this. It's created this fatalistic type of mentality. It's like almost like an addictive. It's like an addiction. It's like an addiction to control through expecting the worst. Like that's sort of what that's about.
Right.
So, but when the devil's reversed, it's like it's time to kind of let go of hell. Like it's time to.
It's time to let go of hell. We're out of hell.
It's time to let go of hell. I love it.
Dude,
but like,
Nug Life is dead.
Yeah, those air horns. Let's go air horns. Okay.
But I will say it's not easy. Like the devil has a hold over us.
Oh,
So
yes,
it's
he
like-
does.
Like it's not some small thing. It's something that we really need to dedicate ourselves to just making new choices is how I'll put it.
Man, I love this. Here's the devil reverse can often appear when you are on the verge of a breakthrough or a leveling up. You are being called to your highest potential.
Oh my God!
But first, Eric, you must let go of any unhealthy attachments or limiting beliefs that may hold you back.
And it's not easy, y'all.
Is weed part of that?
It's not easy.
I'm not willing. I'll stay.
It's going to take all year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Right. Because, I mean, look, the first time they lose to a below 500 team, we're all going to pretend that they lose those games every time. We're all going to, this is Nug Life. We know it. But this season, our journey is about shedding that skin together.
We spent all last year.
Brandon.
Do you understand? Ariana, we spent all last year in purgatory.
Yeah.
And now we're not going down to the devil. We are going up. We are ascending. Nug Life is over. Everything's great. Don't bother playing the season. Just give the goddamn title to the Nuggets. We're wasting time.
I will say one word that comes up a lot, Ariana, as I'm reading these descriptions is fear. Like it's a releasing of fear. Like you're going to be confronted with an enormous amount of fear, but you have to release that fear.
What are they going to do, fellas? Hurt us some more?
Yeah. I dare you.
I love this one. Confront your inner fears and anxieties to free yourself from the chains.
Oh my God, dude.
I love this.
This is a full Smuggets card.
This is a full. It's not Smuggets card.
Oh,
it's
just a Smuggets card.
It's a Death of Nug Life card.
Death of Nug Life.
Yeah.
Death of Nug Life.
And like the death of Nug Life, like it's not as easy as it seems. There's been a lot of energy put into that.
Right.
Oh,
For
we know.
decades.
It's not
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
You're right.
It's not some snap of the finger
don't just-
and now suddenly
This is so
you're
good.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
It's not all sunshine and rainbows, though, Ariana. I have to say here, the devil card can also appear in a reversal when you are going into your deepest, darkest places, whether you're ready or not. But when you take the path consciously, you do so with strength, confidence, and courage.
I mean, the NBA is a battleground. That's all that means.
I'm just saying.
Stay conscious, everyone. Stay conscious of where we're at.
Oh my God, dude! Yeah, do not no one let your guard down. But
and behind every beautiful thing, there's some kind of pain. I think this is telling you there's a lot of pain ahead. But guess what?
There's beauty too. But here's the trick: we embrace this consciously, fearlessly. We will feel Nug life breathing on our neck, the hair standing up on the backs of our neck. We'll feel it. But it's at that moment when you turn around and you say to Nug life, not today.
Not today.
Not today.
What do we say to Nug life?
Not today, buddy.
Not today, buddy.
I will say this is the only card that I've come across that has a disclaimer at the bottom that says to seek professional advice. If
Professional advice.
No, I mean it says like it could be very dark place.
Go get a therapist.
Yeah, it says literally you might want to find a trained therapist.
The reverse devil?
The reverse. I'm just telling you. It tells you.
It is. It's facing your fear. It's really facing deep addictive fears. It really is.
Being a Nuggets fan, yes. A deep addictive fear. Being a Nuggets fan, yes.
That's exactly what it is.
Wow. All right, Kale. Go ahead and
well, so let's summarize.
cue that outro music.
Let's
It's a long
summarize. So
outro
what
music.
have we learned today, fellas?
I mean, as we learn every single year, Jokic has us. There's good things and bad things, but Jokic remains
Jokic
always positive.
was placed on a cross and will be coming down from the cross.
Yeah,
With the rest of us, he will be ascending.
that's right.
Did we forget Zeke?
Wow.
Oh, did we forget Zeke Nnaji?
I think we need to do
did.
Zeke.
Oh, we gotta
I
do
think we
Zeke.
need to do
We can't do
Zeke.
Zeke
I can't
now.
Why not?
Those fine, whatever. Let's do Colin Gillespie while we're at it.
We
I
forgot
don't know about Zeke. Don't you guys want to know about
All
Zeke?
right, let's do Zeke. Let's find out Zeke.
Why are you going to leave him out?
It's so perfect.
Shit, my bad. Zeke. All right, Zeke.
Friend of the show,
Okay,
no
well,
Friend
less.
of the show, Zeke Nnaji.
All right.
What did we
Okay,
get?
here we go.
Oh, and Ish Smith. Damn it.
I mean,
Oh, and Ish. Sorry, that was kind of mean. But okay, let's at least look for Zeke. Okay. Oh, and I'll run my own ad before I start.
Please,
I will
please.
I will read anybody's tarot. You can get a reading from me. It is not. You don't have to be a basketball player. You can find it on my Twitter at @Ardvarsk and contact me for reading if you want.
oh
And you
my
have
God,
people,
am I gonna
right,
do
that have reached out from this show, and I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
because
Yeah,
people
yeah.
will hit me up sometime. They're like, yeah, I reached out. For
To be
something.
clear, though, you do have to be a basketball player to date Ariana.
Yeah.
that
Right.
part is true.
Yeah. And I'm dating Aaron Gordon.
So step up your game if you're going to try to make a move. Okay.
We'll let my boyfriend know. Okay, so this is for Zeke Nnaji. Let's.
I have no tension now. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
I'm
actually
curious.
want to know.
We already
People are
found that we're
saying
winning the
crazy
championship.
things
Yeah,
about
like
most improved player. What do you need to see? What do we see? Zeke Nnaji. Interesting. I don't know how to, I don't know. Oh, okay. I know. Reversed Queen of Pentacles. So, it's a. I mean, this feels very anticlimactic to me. It's like he has
Sure does.
It's very anticlimactic. he
Come on.
he won't be the player he wants to be until he is more grounded and trusts in his own groundedness. Like it's when this card's reversed, Queen of Pentacles, she's like so warm, so undramatic, like really practical, makes a lot out of a little, like no drama at all. And when it's reversed, she just doesn't believe that she has enough. It's like a feeling as though she doesn't have this, like, she doesn't have enough materially.
Oh, no.
She doesn't feel abundant. She doesn't feel connected to the planet. Like she's just sort of detached. So he has to,
he can explore his game.
He needs to trust himself. He needs to trust himself.
Okay. All right.
It's interesting how there's different trust things coming up.
He's also nurturing yourself. I'm reading here a lot. Like he's so. If it's upright, it's motherly. You're nurturing others. If
Yeah.
reversed, nurture yourself. A little self-care.
Even the cards have lukewarm takes on it.
Yeah.
All right,
He
Ish
needs
Smith.
to nurture himself. That's a really good way to put it. He needs to
Ish
nurture
Smith,
himself.
we're really going to be the most anticlimactic ending to this.
Yeah.
Can we edit this to be earlier in the
Can
show?
can we do bench coach Charles Klask next?
Ish Smith. Do we have an Ish Smith
All
card?
right, and we'll get out of here.
Oh, we're doing Ish too? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, why not?
Why not?
All right. Ish, I can't even picture his face in my
Jack
mind
White's
right
a
now.
two-way, so at least we can 2 ways. We won't do 2 ways, but Ish is a regular
Okay.
way.
Yeah, Jack's
Ish.
not card worthy yet.
Ish, what do we need to see? What do you need to see, Ish? Oh, that's cute. That's a sweet card. 2 of Cups.
Oh, adorable.
It's the card of attraction. Actually, it's usually the card you see when you're kind of falling for someone. So
Okay.
I'm
I
falling
think
for
we
Ish
should-
Smith.
Okay, we could fall for a
Like-
little Ish.
It's a card of just. It says don't be alone. Like draw towards what you're attracted to. And it doesn't always have to be like a person. It doesn't always have to be romantic. It can be like just be in union. Be in union with what is.
Run that
important to you.
second
Don't
unit.
fear that. It's blessed. There's like a blessed element to this. So actually, I think that I like that for him.
Hashtag blessed, dude.
Alrighty. Well, that was a strange way to end it with Zeke and Ish. I will take responsibility for that. I may have forgotten them when I was making up nuggets. Did not forget Vlatko Cancar or P. Watt, but I did forget
Let's get
those
Trey
ones.
Lyles before we're out of here.
Ariana, you're the absolute best. I honestly look forward to this one just like everybody else. And now that it's done, I feel like I have a lot to say.
I feel great.
I feel good too. Is this the?
What? How did? we just found out we're gonna win the title. Like, what's the problem here?
I never said that.
No,
But you did not say it.
I do
I did
think
not say it.
I
did
do.
not say it.
It's congruent with how I hope the theme of this year is, and it really is the death of Nug Life thing. And I think it was Messiah who had that great recorded video for Toronto about ditching the inferiority complex and
Right.
just embracing what's possible and what's coming.
After he left Denver and really sold it in for us.
But I think that's to me is they have everything they need, and they may very well not get it done. It's always wise to pick the field, but that's not what we're doing. We're
Nope.
picking up our swords, we're looking Nug Life in the face, and we're ready for the duel. And we're gonna do it fearlessly and consciously and together, baby. And together.
Oh, my body is ascending. I'm the reverse devil over here, guys. Let's go.
First double. Ariana, thank you so much.
Thank you very
Everybody,
much.
hit her up. Get your own reading
Bye,
from
guys.
her. Have a great time. And we will see you again tomorrow. Adios.
Bye.